Here's the video copy, crafted to be read aloud, following your outline and instructions. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. In that singular, breathless moment, the world felt like it belonged to Elara. The acceptance letter from her dream university was a crisp, tangible promise clutched in her hands, her face illuminated by the pure, unadulterated joy of a future she had worked so hard for. It was a dream taking its first breath in the real world. But dreams, she was about to learn, have a price. The euphoria evaporated just as quickly as it had arrived. Bathed in the cold, blue light of a laptop screen, the numbers of the tuition bill seemed to mock her. One dream realized, one impossible mountain to climb. The weight of that number settled in her heart, a sudden, chilling anchor pulling her back to earth. Tucked away in the quiet of her childhood bedroom was a small, ornate wooden box. Inside, nestled on a bed of faded velvet, lay a beautiful, vintage necklace, a delicate silver chain holding a single, shimmering pearl. It wasn't just jewelry. It was a story. A warm, sun-drenched memory flickered to life, her grandmother's gentle hands fastening the clasp around her small neck. The cool metal, a comforting weight against her skin. "This holds the hopes of all the women who came before you," her grandmother had whispered. The necklace was a vessel of love, a tangible link to her heritage, a silent promise passed down from one generation to the next. It was more than an object, it was a part of her. The days that followed blurred into a desperate montage of effort and exhaustion. Late nights were spent under the harsh fluorescent lights of a diner, her hands aching as she balanced plates and refilled coffee cups. Early mornings were dedicated to the glow of her laptop, her fingers flying across the keyboard as she filled out endless scholarship applications. Each one a tiny prayer sent out into the digital ether. But prayers weren't always answered. The rejections came one by one, each email a small, sharp sting of disappointment. The montage faded, leaving Elara alone in her dimly lit room, the necklace lying in her open palm. The pearl seemed to absorb the low light, glowing with a soft, mournful luminescence. Tears welled in her eyes, tracing silent paths down her cheeks as she weighed her family's legacy against the future she so fiercely craved. The bell above the door of the jewelry shop chimed softly, a sound too gentle for the storm raging inside her. The shop was quiet, respectable, filled with the ghosts of other people's cherished moments. With a trembling hand, she placed the necklace on the polished wooden counter. The jeweler, a kind-faced man with eyes that had seen 1,000 stories like hers, picked it up with reverence. He examined the delicate chain and the luminous pearl, his gaze shifting from the heirloom to her face with a look of profound, unspoken empathy. He named a price, a sum that was both a salvation and a wound. As she accepted the cash, her fingers felt numb, her other hand instinctively flying to her neck, touching the empty space where her legacy used to rest. It was a silent, gut-wrenching sacrifice, a piece of her history traded for a chance at a future. Standing at the university's administrative office, the sterile environment felt like a world away from the warmth of her grandmother's memory. She handed over the stack of bills, the same money that had felt so heavy just hours before. As the clerk stamped her papers paid in full, a wave of solemn relief washed over her, profound and bittersweet. The final scene captures her walking with purpose across the sprawling campus, her textbooks clutched tightly to her chest. Her eyes are fixed on the main hall, a citadel of knowledge she had sacrificed so much to enter. For a fleeting moment, an ethereal glimmer in the shape of the pearl necklace materializes over her heart, glowing with a soft, steady light before fading away. This education was not just earned, it was forged in loss. It was a debt to her past and a promise to her future, and she was more determined than ever to honor the price that was paid.